Hi friends, Marley here and welcome back to Gardening in Kentucky YouTube channel. It is a rainy day, guys. Look at that. Lots of mess behind me, but today we are inside the greenhouse. I'll be doing some pruning in here. I'm gonna show you what our tomatoes look like. I'm so excited with this batch of tomatoes because we have some early tomatoes, and if you have seen my previous video, I mentioned that I did my first harvest of green tomatoes that we took to the market, and I'm so happy about it. Today the pruning will be on our cherry tomatoes. Let's take a look at the cherries. Okay, so here in the middle we have our cherry tomatoes. As you can see, they are growing a lot of side branches. For tomatoes we call them suckers, and there are so many suckers already in these plants. So that's what we're going to take care of today, because if I don't prune these cherry tomatoes, this will be a jungle in here. The width of this greenhouse is only 10 feet. So this is a like 10 by 27. And I have 3 rows of tomatoes with 15 plants in each row. So we have 45 tomatoes inside this greenhouse, which is actually not bad. But then on the sides, we have these red juice tomatoes. So they are growing bigger as well. Look at that. Look at how big these plants are. And our second batch of fruit, which is, now here we got plenty, you just can't see them. And so the ones on the side, we let the plants grow all kinds of branches they want to make. Same thing with the plants in here. So this will probably get up to here. And so I'm gonna have like a 12-inch space to walk between the rows after these plants in this row grow into full size. If I let this middle row bush out like the other 2 on the sides, there's no more path in the middle. So we're gonna be pruning our center row. These are the sun gold cherry tomatoes. Look at how healthy they are. Just an update on this greenhouse. I realized that there are some leak somewhere because I can feel some water droplets like here. There. See? It's right there. But yeah, and they drip into, see here, the raindrops on the plants. It looks like the leak is only in the areas where they sew the plastic together, because this is like, yeah, you see the attachment, so it leaks here. Now we're here in the middle, I don't see anything, but wherever they connected 2 pieces of plastic, that's where the leak is. That's not a big issue anyway. I still like this greenhouse, and they are holding the plants really well. This is our first year with this greenhouse. Yeah, this is our greenhouse number 2. Yeah, the leak is not that bad. They're actually watering the plants, although with tomatoes, really we don't want water on the leaves. But this is all we got right now, so that's totally fine. Let's take a look at this tomato here. I made it grow too much that like this side branch here already has flowers and already put out some side branches. So that's why I really need to prune this to control the size of the plant in the middle. So basically what I'm gonna do in here is okay, let's take a look at this plant, for example. So I know where my main stem is, and it's this one. So I'm gonna follow that. Now I let this sucker grow really big. It looks like it's a main stem, but that's a side branch, because this is between the main stem and the leaf. So I'm gonna cut this off. This is the main stem, and then I'm going to put the main stem around the tomato string or tomato twine. Okay, doing it one-handed. Here, because I came here to check on the greenhouse. I didn't really, and it's raining, still raining hard, but it's nice and comfy inside the greenhouse. So I figured I can work inside the greenhouse instead of like trying to do something outside and get wet. And also this is a good chance to work on my drip irrigation for the greenhouse, because at the moment I still hand water all of these plants inside the greenhouse, which will save me about probably 15 minutes of time if I don't hand water them, and I just like install my drip irrigation system here, which is not a big deal, because it's really not hard to create a drip irrigation. So let's start with these plants, guys, and we'll do our pruning. So this one is a very big sucker. So we have the leaves, and then this is the main stem. And so I'm gonna cut this sucker just like that. I know there are so many suckers here, so this is gonna be a lot of work here, but that's okay. It was my mistake of letting all of these suckers grow. Okay, so cut that. I'm hoping that next time I won't be too busy and I will be able to take care of, regularly suckering this plant. We even have one right here at the bottom. It's hard to see, but I'm cutting it down here. That. Three, 4, 5. So far I got 5 suckers from this plant, and I'm not even done yet, because this one has plenty. I just have to be careful. Usually, whenever I'm working with tomatoes, I usually wear gloves, because tomatoes will make your hands turn green. Okay, the other one's here. I had to be careful with that because it's very close to the twine, and I don't want to retie this tomato, since then I'm gonna need a ladder to climb up there and tie it. But yeah, let's see how many suckers we can get from this one plant that we're trimming. Okay, this side, there's this one. Alright. So far that's what we have. I will put these suckers in a bucket of water, and I'm going to root them and then plant them somewhere. So, okay, so this plant is done. We see here a set of flowers. This is an indeterminate variety, meaning this plant will continue on growing until frost kills it. Okay, that's that. So now we can get a good air circulation here in the middle. And the plant won't be this leggy. It's really so leggy. They were competing with the space. So with this, just one plant, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Okay, I added 2. So that's 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 suckers from just one tomato plant, which means that I can make 10 more tomato plants just from this plant. And I have a lot more to do. Okay, so I'm going to prune all of this 14 other plants in this row, and then I will show you what. Oh, actually, no, it was not 10. I got 11. One of them fell here, so 11 new plants, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to finish pruning these plants, and then I will show you what the row looks like after pruning everything. You'll be surprised. Pruning is done, guys. So let's take a look at our middle row of tomatoes. Ta-da! This is such a big difference now. Look at that. So we have single stem tomatoes in the middle. So with this plant, we have this set of fruit. Some of them have 2 sets of fruits. Some of the suckers that I got also had some flowers already. Or not fruits, flowers. They're still flowers, okay? Anyway, so now we're getting a good air circulation. And look at all of the suckers that I have removed from all of these 15 plants that we have here. So here's our plant, the flowers here, more flowers. So yeah, at least 2 sets of flowers from each plant. And here, let's take a look at this bunch of suckers. Actually, if I had cut the suckers earlier, the plant could have put all of its energy into growing the main stem and growing the fruit. See that tiny fruit right there? It's really cool. Here. So we are actually, getting closer to production. Here in a couple of weeks, I will show you what these plants look like. So basically, whenever the plant reaches to the top of the greenhouse, we're just going to lean them so we can still manage to take care of the vines. So what am I gonna do with these suckers? I'll probably just put them in a bucket and then root them and plant them somewhere. Yeah, it's only end of May, so I can use more tomato plants. Alright guys, I am so glad that I was able to do this task today. And then later on, we'll probably be planting more tomatoes. I hope you enjoyed this rainy day greenhouse video with me. I hope you are enjoying your garden as well. That's gonna be all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Have a great day and happy gardening.